Good morning, students. Today, our topic is a quick summary of the first chapter of Accountancy Class 11, that is the meaning and objective of accounting. So, this is the very basic chapter, and the whole accounting world, the whole accounts of class 11, 12, and the further classes of commerce depends upon this chapter because this chapter is the basic chapter of accountancy and the commerce. So let's start our quick revision. The very first topic we have is why do we need accounting? So when we have to maintain a complete and systematic record of each and every business transaction at year end, we make the use of accounting. Because in business we make various transactions such as purchase, sale, expenses, gains, asset, liability. So to record all the transaction of business, we have to maintain a complete and systematic record, and that record is known as accounting. So with the help of these records, we are able to get the information of our business net profit or net losses, and we came to know about the financial results. These financial results are actually the net profit or net losses of the firm, and then we came to know about the financial position of our business, which help us to compare our business performance with last year performance, with year to year performance, or with the performances of other competitors. Then with the help of this information, we are able to calculate the taxation liability of our business. So our first topic was the need of accounting. Then we have done the meaning of accounting. Then our next topic is the meaning of accounting. So accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner all transactions and events, and in terms of money, which are in part at least of financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. So this is the meaning in which we do the basic activities. Accounting is the art of recording, then we classify, and then we make summaries of all the business transactions which are in the nature of money, which are the financial transactions. And on the basis of all these steps of recording, classifying, and summarizing, we are able to interpret the results of the business enterprise. Then we have the characteristic of accounting or the features of accounting. So in which we have the very first feature that accounting is an art as well as science, because accounting is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing the business transactions, and it is science because it requires certain principles, certain standards to do the accounting. So accounting is recording of financial transaction only. Then only those transactions which are recorded in money can be recorded in the accounting. Then after recording the transaction first in journal, we make the ledger. Ledger is known as the classification of various entries into particular accounts. Then the balances of various accounts are converted into trial balance. So we pick up the balances of various accounts of ledger and then make a trial balance. On the basis of trial balance, we have the next step of making the trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. From trading profit and loss account, we are able to know about the profits or loss of the business, and from balance sheet we are able to know about the financial position of a business. And then this information that we get in the form of financial results or financial position of the business, they are sent to the end users of the business. Fine. So next we have the accounting cycle. So what we have done in characteristic are all covered in accounting cycle. First we have a transaction. All the transactions are recorded first in journal. Then for every entry we make an account. The account of every particular head are maintained, and that accounts are known as ledger. Then the balances of ledgers are picked up, and from that balances we make a list which is known as trial balance. Then after making trial balance, we make the trading account and profit and loss account. And from the trading and profit and loss account, we came to know about the financial position or financial result of our business. Then final one is balance sheet, which help us to know about the financial position, and all these are actually the transactions which we have converted into various stages so as to provide the information which is very useful to the end users. Done? Then the next thing of this chapter is the objectives of accounting. What are the objectives of accounting? Why are we doing the accounting? So first is accounting is a systematic record of each and every transaction. So yes, accounting is a systematic record. That is why we make journal. We record every transaction. Then it helps us to calculate the profit and loss, and it helps us to know the reason behind such profit and loss. So these two situations we get to know from trading and profit and loss account. Then it helps to know about the financial position. We make balance sheet, from which we get to know about the financial position of our business. Then we make comparisons of our performance with the last year performance, or we can compare our performance with our competitors. Then it helps us to prevent the errors. It helps us to detect the errors. And the last one, it provides the information to the final users. So we came to know that in all these terms, whether it is the characteristic, whether it is the accounting cycle, whether these are the objectives, or whether the further topics like the functions and advantages, we will do all these 5 basic points. So where it is very important to keep in mind these 5 main important terms, that is recording, classifying, summarizing, right? And then that summarizing results are sent to, from that we are able to get the final results in the form of net profit or loss or the financial position, and then send this information to the users. So these are the 5 basic points. So on that basis, what are the functions of accounting? Same, with the very same points: complete systematic record and providing information which is useful to the users. Then it helps us to protect the cash. Yes, it helps us to protect the cash or the assets, because we are maintaining proper record. It helps us to prevent the errors. It helps the management. It helps in the protection of funds, that is known as trusteeship. It is an information which is valid in all the legal matters. And then accounting fixes the responsibilities. It fixes the responsibility of every person working in the business. None? So what are we doing? That is, we record the transaction in journal, then we make ledger, then we make trial balance. So all that situation, all that steps is known as bookkeeping. Done? But when we make trading account or profit and loss account or the balance sheet, then we called it as accounting. But even after that, when we use certain principles, certain standards to do the accounting, to record the transaction, to record the various transactions into journal, ledger, trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, then that step is known as accountancy. Done with this? So the very next topic we did is the difference between accounting, bookkeeping and accountancy. So in accounting we record only till trial balance. In bookkeeping we record only till trial balance. But in accountancy we record the complete set with the help of accounting standards, right? And in accounting, what we did, we record all the transaction till balance sheet. So these are the basic steps. We can revise it. Then we have the main thing over here, that is the types of accounting or the branches of accounting. First we have the financial accounting. Financial accounting helps us to provide the information about the net profit or net loss. Then cost accounting, which helps us to calculate the cost per unit, per product, per service. Then it helps the management in doing the working, that is known as management accounting. Then it helps us to calculate the taxation liability, and that is known as taxation accounting. Then the last one is social responsibility accounting. It is an accounting which also help us to keep a check of the business on various business activities which it is doing on various social purposes. Various social responsibilities of every business is checked, whether the products of our business are meeting the standards, whether the customers of our business are satisfied. So these are the various types of accounting. So the next topic we have is the accounting as a source of information. Accounting is a source of information, right? Accounting is a source of information to the users, which can be the internal user or the external user. External users are those users which are having direct interest in this information. That can be the owners, because they have capital invested in the business, so they are always interested in knowing about the business, and the management who is working for the business. But there are certain external users also. The external users are like the investors, short-term creditors, or the long-term creditors. So investors are those who want to invest. Short-term creditors are those who want to give short-term credit, like on credit, purchase of goods or services, like raw material purchased on credit. Then long-term creditors are those which provide loans to the company, loans to the business. Then the employees, who are the person working, who are always want to know the reasons, the various benefits, the various profits the company is earning from them. Then the taxation authorities, who want to calculate the GST or income tax. Then the government agencies, who has to provide the subsidies or relief in tax. Then the social groups, who want to keep a check on the environmental effects. Then the public, we people are always interested. And the last one are the competitors, are always interested in knowing the performance of their competitors. So these are the persons who all are always interested in knowing the information, financial information of a business, because all these users are somehow want to know about the creditability of the business, about the value of a business, whether the company is earning profits or loss, whether the performance of a business is good or not. So on the basis of that, they make a decision whether they want to invest or not, whether it is profitable, whether they can trust upon the company. So these are the various decisions that they take on the basis of this information. So as we know, this information become very useful for various users. So this information need to be very good. So to become a good information, it should contain certain features, such as the information should be reliable. Second, the information should be relevant to the business. It should be easy to understand, and such information help us to compare our information with the other information, like the comparison of the performance with the last year performance. And the information should have a faithful presentation about the business enterprise. So, and the last very topics we are having in this chapter are the advantages of this accounting. So it is like a summary. So advantages of the accounting are: it helps the management, it helps us to complete systematic record, it helps to know about the profit and loss, it helps to know about the financial position, it helps to make the comparison. These all are the points which are we reading again and again. So in addition to these points, we have some other points, such as it helps us to assess the taxation liability. This is also we did. It is an evidence in legal matter. It is always valid everywhere in courts. Then a different point over here is it helps in valuation of business in case of sale of business. Then if we have to raise loan, we have to know this accounting information. That is why we need this accounting. Then it helps to prepare the partnership account. And the last one is it helps us to detect the errors. So these are the advantages. Each and every factor has some advantages, but there are some limitations, such as this accounting is somehow based upon the personal judgment because this accounting is done by human being. So there are some personal adjustments, some personal judgments in accounting, in recording various transactions. And so this accounting includes some concepts which are not valid in present terms. So that concept become a limitation. Sometimes the person also provide incomplete information, due to which our accounting disturbs. And accounting doesn't include the emotional information. It only records the financial information. It records the historical cost. It doesn't record the cost which is in the market at present. Then window dressing, because we are reading over here that the persons are involved in accounting, so they always prefer to manipulate our business accounts in such a manner such that their business is always favorable in every term. And the last, it doesn't help us in forecasting. So these are the various limitations of accounting. Then the last topic we are having over here is the role of accounting. What is the role of accounting? Accounting is like a language of commerce. To do commerce, we have to do accounting, and to record the various transactions, we have to follow this language. Then it is a record of historical cost. Then it helps us to know about the profit or loss of the business. It helps to know about the financial position of the business. It helps to maintain a complete systematic record. It is a financial information system. Then it is a service provider. It provides this useful information to the end users. So the whole chapter revolves around the 4-5 basic points. That this, first we record the transaction, then we make journal, ledger, trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. From these we are able to know about the net profit or loss, or about the financial position of the business. Then this accounting information has become the financial record of our business, which is very useful to the users. Users can be internal or external. Then these users are able to judge about the particular business enterprise on the basis of the financial record. And the last we have these records are valid everywhere in legal terms, in courts. So this record also help us to calculate the various taxes and help us to prevent the errors and frauds. So this is the summary of our chapter. So please do it very carefully. This is the basic chapter, and tomorrow we will start our second chapter. See you tomorrow. Thank you.